Hello, everyone. It's WardRobe here. Hello. Hey, if you're on here, comment. Let us know you're there. It says we have 0 people watching. That's interesting. I thought we had at least 2. That's funny. Um, hey, I got some boxes in the mail today, and I want to show what I got. So it's not really like an unboxing. It's an unboxing of boxes to show the boxes. I'll open them up, a couple of them up, and show you. And and I do have a thunderstorm now rolling through, so we may lose me. So that'll be fun. And then Jeff will just talk about whatever he wants to talk about. No, we'll just shut it down. Shut her down. Okay, so we'll go as fast as we can. So I just got a few boxes. One I bought, and 2 boxes are from a swapping exchange program I belong to. We'll talk about it. And by the way, I'd like to acknowledge, hey, what's up? Half butted gaming. Just kidding. Half ass gaming's on here. Tolmicus, oh, hey, good to see you, man. Yeah, he's like, quit messing around. Let's see the goods. Got Charles on here, and then of course Mini Warmout wins the prize for beating Charles on the stream, so he gets a big bowl of nothing. So thank you all for coming on, and I do want to acknowledge Jeff's nice shirt. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. Dressing up. All right, let's switch the camera here. Jeff, why don't you talk while I'm switching the camera? Say something to the people.
Okay, so he's going to click on this button over here, and it's going to make his camera switch. So, oh, look at there. We're done. We're ready.
All right, so I bought this one from a gentleman. So Tunisia 2 is outrageous. It's like $300. And until Jeff's ready to send me his copy, I'm not doing it. So I got Tunisia, which I heard it's still good. It's almost like Sicily and Sicily 2. Like Sicily's still a good game. They just changed a few things. I hear Tunisia's good. You can play with everything. Well, I'm wearing a t-shirt, Mutt, so there's not much. And I don't know why you're not on here, but that's fine. If you don't want to join us, we're cool. Yeah, Jeff and I are fine with that. We're just the 2 of us. Just the 2 of. Don't sing it. I don't get copyrighted. All right, Jeff, tell me if you can't hear me. I'm moving away from the mic a little bit here, but I got Tunisia. So this is let's see. This is game number 3 in the OCS system.
In Bigot.
Oh, good. Thank you. We don't need to see your lovely mug. All right, so Tunisia 2. It was the 3rd game in the OCS system. Guderian's Blitzkrieg 1, Enemy at the Gates, and then this. So I'm sure people were thrilled, and then they got DAC later and were even more thrilled. I think this. I've always thought this picture was very funny to me. I don't know if it's it must be a famous painting or something. That's just hilarious to me. These guys just kicking it in a 220. Is it 221 or 251? I always forget the number of those. I don't know why, but just hauling at, and they're just jumping off and going to attack. I don't know. It's hilarious. And they're like, it's bouncing all over the place. Looks like it seems like it should be more comic book looking. That looks like a comic book cover.
So you see in a G.I. Joe magazine.
Yeah, something like that. A Commando, the thing that the British always got. Anyway, it's a pretty thin box. The cool thing about Tunisia is, and Tunisia 2 this way, and it appears that Tunisia 1 is this way as well. And this is by the way, this is in very good shape. A little bit of bowing in the box. It's like natural. Now, the thing about this game, its map is butt ugly. The OCS game maps are usually never amazing looking like a lot of the other maps out there. They're functional, but these colors are just garish. Just talk about comic book. But that's okay. But the cool thing is this starts out with very few units on the board. And so if you're learning OCS or maybe soloing it or something, or you got a couple people learning it, it's just cool because there's a very few units, but then it builds up as everyone starts coming in. Apparently, yeah, and there's just lots of interesting balances you have to make with, troops and planes, and what are you using your planes for? Use it for supply. I think you're bringing in troops on planes and ships, or so it's a fine balancing act between supply and equipment. Again, I'm not going to do it like completely, one of my normal unboxings where I show everything. It's interesting. The colors on the camera are a little brighter than they are in.
Yeah, it definitely is.
But I could do some adjustments on the camera, but I don't want to do
that. No. I mean, the colors are bright on the map. The camera's not making any difference.
Oh, that's true. I also like these old games because they got the address here kind of basically typed out. You can fax them or email them if you have a question. The counters looking sharp, and they're unfortunately it wasn't punched and clipped, but that's okay. There's that, and you got that. I mean, they look really. It looks great. Honestly, I should have sent this to Jeff first so he could the good little MMP dice. I love these dice. Comes in all their games. ASL.
I would have gladly clipped it for you.
You have this, Jeff, I assume?
Yes, I would have sent you my clipped version. I would have kept that one.
Yeah, so I could have got this in another exchange with my person I make a game exchange with, but I didn't ask. And it's got the version 2 rules. I won't be using those. It came with version 4.0 printed out, but I'm not going to use those either. And came with this, so all this stuff will stay in the box. I won't even look at that stuff. So probably will. I don't know. I might break this out this year. I don't know. I got Reluctant Enemies up right now. I would like to go back with Jeff on to Sicily. Sicily 2 on Vassal and at least play one more scenario on that. Oh, pardon me. Made in the USA. And there it is. That's 2 Ninja 2s. So I bought that from a lovely person on Board Game Geek, I think. Because why get it free and in exchange with Jeff if I can spend my hard-earned money?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else I got. I think I want to zoom out for this because I'm opening a box of boxes. And I hope McMurray's watching. Let's see here. We got Meandering Mike, E4. Hey, E4, good seeing you. Walkabout, good to have you back. Hex to Hex, okay. You know, E4, yep. Oh, yeah, Rapid Troll of the 60s. And Steve Mall. Hey, Steve, yep. That was Tunisia 2, OCS. I got like 7 games. No idea how to play any of them. Well, half-assed. I mean, that was that way for a while, but I feel like I finally am starting to get it a little bit. So that's cool. So now I did open up the tape because I didn't want to cut myself on screen. But this is from, so Jeff and I and McMurray, there's probably others. We kind of like basically trade games back and forth. We also buy games from each other sometimes, but for the most part, we're trading games back and forth. So, yeah, so that's a fun thing. And like I said, sometimes we just send games to each other, depends what it is. And that's what this is. Some of it's trade. I don't know. Can't even keep track. I've got some games where I think are Jeff's, but I'm not sure. And I don't know. All right. So the first few things are probably going to be more for McMurray, but any of us can, whatever, if I'm interested. Oh, let's see here. So strategy and tactics game. Well, I need to zoom in, don't I?
Probably for this.
Yeah, once that box is in there. So let's boot. Well, that's not enough. Oh,
there you go. For the magazine. That's perfect right there.
So, strategy and tactics magazine. The game is Sea Devils, the American Civil War on the high seas. Well, we know who wants to play that.
Yep.
I'll be McMurray in a heartbeat. Also in this issue, Cardinal Mazarin, Grand Strategist, and 4-year information. I've got a couple of strategy and tactics. They publish this without games, right? Too, as well? I think.
I don't.
Actually, no, I'm thinking of World War II magazine. That's
I think every one of these had a game in it. So
there are the pieces. We got someone watching on Facebook. Go ahead and keep commenting. Oh, that was Steve. Hey, Steve. Thanks for. And Steve Mall and I, Steve, LBW Strategy, LBW Little Big Wars Game Shop. Go check it out online. He and I are playing Day of Days. So this is cool. I'm not going to spend a lot of time, but RR Kai or Koi, San Jose probably, Whale 1, Whale 3, Admiral Sams. Wow, that's pretty cool. It's a lot more blue ships in gray, I notice.
Yeah. Brian, you sure that would be one of your kind of games?
Oh, wait a minute. There's a bunch of already punched, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Walt. You can get those over probably a War Game Vault, right?
Oh, really?
I noticed they were putting War Game Vaults putting some print and play hex and counter games. You can get a Most Fearful Sacrifice.
Oh, wow.
Print and play it.
All right. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, we got another strategy and tactics. Oh, I like the old ads. Tank Leader, Desert Steel Tank Leader, West Front and Desert. Oh, East Front. Oh, and then they're coming out with Desert Steel. This game's never really took off, I don't think.
Did I send you that?
But yeah, you did. It's strange.
Oh.
How's that look? Oh, there we go.
There we go.
So this is the complete simulation game inside Harvest of Death, the second day at Gettysburg. Counters and rules for a Tomorrow the World variant.
I think that one's definitely a good game. Yeah, look at that counter sheet, Brian. Look at that map.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, wow.
Maybe you ought to send that one to Mud instead of giving it to Andrew.
Oh, my goodness.
Because Andrew's already playing. Isn't Andrew playing a Devil's Den Little Round Table? He's got 2 of them.
I don't know. He probably won't play this. We should send it to him because he's just playing Flying Sword now. Anderson. Oh, there's some an SS group that joins the Confederates.
Oh, yeah. I forgot
What a
about
surprise.
that.
And tigers. Tiger, snake, rooster, ox. What the heck is this? That's tomorrow, the world variants. Anyway, Williams, Lockwood, Bernie, Anderson, Hood. And that's pretty cool stuff there. Nice small little game. I love little games like this, little maps like this. So awesome.
It's kind of cool, isn't it?
Cemetery Ridge, Little Round Top, Wheatfield, Devil's Den. Yeah, that's cool stuff. Nice. Plus, there's other articles and stuff in the magazines and stuff. I may flip through them, but definitely get that one to McMurray. Battle of Shiloh. Strategy and Tactics. A little newer copy, a little newer edition. This one feels thick. Holy cow. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Those are huge counters.
Big counters.
Have you played any of these, Jeff? I mean, I know you haven't played these particular ones, but
no. But I figured, across 5 Aprils, and then I played the Shiloh from Worthington game. So
looks like there's some scenarios, some stuff. Did you print this stuff out?
No, it was in the baggie.
Bloody April, 1862. A little bit bigger map. Let's just kind of take a look at the
Purple Norseman. Haven't seen you, buddy.
Hey, Purple. What's up, man? Good to see you on here. A little bit bigger map here.
Thanks, Norse. I appreciate that. Yeah, that is a bigger map. That's actually a nice looking map too.
It's not bad. It's a little newer game than some of the other. This is 2010. There you go. That's cool. Eastern Corinth Road. Where is Shiloh?
Pittsburgh Landing.
What's that?
Tennessee, Pittsburgh Landing.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
by the way, Joe Yost is the map designer. He's of Decision Games fame, everybody. Paul Koenig.
Yeah, Paul Koenig, yeah.
So that's cool. Anyway, that's seems like a good one. Seems not very many counters though. Again, 20 aside maybe.
Yeah.
Hey buddy, thanks. Hey, thanks a lot. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Oh, what's this? Now this one is a little bit more geared towards me. I want to show McMurray how it works. I think he'd be interested in the game mechanics. But bam! Oh, this looks familiar. Like specifically very familiar.
Well, there is one difference.
Oh, okay. Hold on. So anyway, in Todd fashion, I'm going to go in WardRobe fashion. I said, yeah. And Jeff said, I'll try it. So I sent it to him. And I was like, I'd like to try it again. He goes, okay. By the way, in our game exchange, we also just ship the same box sometimes if it survives.
That one's made 6 trips, I think. They
usually last 2 to 3 times, and that's it. So this is Combat Commander. It's a board game, obviously. It's card driven if you're not familiar with it. This was the first text encounter game that I played and learned on my own and actually was successful. And I thought, oh, I can do this because all games are designed this well. Nope, that is not accurate, but it is very good. Okay, so I got some old-fashioned dice. This did not come with the game. It is not a D10 game. So thanks, Jeff.
Whatever you had in the box came to me like that.
Are you serious?
Yep.
I don't remember why I had those because I have to get some crayons and fill them in. So it's card driven. Let's see. So what's different? Well, not the cards, not the game, not the rules. They're all cut and rounded and clipped. What a nice boy. Now I'm hoping LBW, Little Billy Gores, get some stuff in to fill this out with some scenario.
You're gonna need to bag those up and send me that tray back.
Oh my gosh. It's not even okay, I'll put some different ones. Anyway, it's got some cool maps. I mean, actually the maps are kind of not that, they're okay. They're very functional, the Chad Jensen maps, but
it looks like it ought to be pretty fun.
So it's a cool, I'll do some video. Patrick Pence, I mean, there's a ton of videos on Combat Commander online.
Yeah.
Tons of them. Patrick Pence does a ton. There are so many. Lots of people play it. Lots of Euro gamers like this. Because it's card driven, and but it's cool. So thank you, Jeff. That's awesome.
Right.
I'll make sure McMurray gets the magazine games. He's not touching this with his grubby little hands. All right, so there's that. Now, Jeff, you want to? I guess I can leave this here for. Oh, here I can flip it over so people can see them. Not that they can read it, but you can see the back. While I go get one more box. I have one more box, everybody.
Right. I'm thinking, Brian, that second day Gettysburg one might be good for you. And the Shiloh one's really not that big. It's just it looks big to you. It's just big counters and big heads.
It's a little intimidating. The map's quite large, and the rules seemed. Well, actually, I don't know. I didn't see the rules. I couldn't tell what was rules and what was magazine.
Yeah, Norse. I don't know. I thought about it a few times getting out and playing it, but I think someone told me that Combat Commander was just straight infantry. There's no tanks in it, and I have the last 100 yards, and that has tanks and stuff in it. I think I got that right. So,
well, Jeff is slowly trying Vassal, and it's a very good module on Vassal. So maybe I can teach him how to play there, and you can play a scenario, see how it works. So I don't know. It's very cool. It is hard to solo because it is a card-driven game. So that is the thing about it. There's people who built some bots for it, and you can try some things. I've soloed it. I soloed probably this whole box of scenarios at one point. It is more fun with the other person though, because there's a lot more tension there. But
well, did that game have any extensions?
Oh yeah. So Mediterranean came out. It covered the British and the French, and I feel like someone else. And then there was a Pacific one, and then there's been 5 scenario packs with like Follow the West, so 1940. There's a Stalingrad, a Normandy, paratroops.
Oh.
New Guinea for the Pacific. The Pacific actually is cool. It kind of did change like 1 or 2 rules that people adapted to even using on this. It was something with stacking or something. I'd have to look at what it was again.
All right.
So anyway, yeah, I don't know if anything. Oh, Sea Lion. Sea Lion's the other one that came out.
Oh wow.
So actually, Andrew would probably like playing that. He's I think he's interested in that kind of thing. But so that's cool. Now it looks like
the coup de grace.
I don't want to show any addresses or anything. It looks like I got a unified network. This is also from Jeff. So it looks like I got a Wi-Fi network router system here. That's pretty
I can't stand your internet. So
now, let's see. This is a humongous box. I can't imagine what's in it. Let me change the zoom here.
I need to get rid of these monitors I got. So
when do you need the box back?
So I sent you the monitor, the old ones.
We'll start here so you can see. I mean, what could possibly be in this humongous box here?
Every Walmart bag I own.
What's that?
Every Walmart shopping bag that I own.
Yeah. Well, good. We need poop bags for our dogs. So.
Don't send them back, though.
Oh, I was going to send it back on fire. So is it the only thing in this box, just to make sure?
I think that's all that's in there.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to make, because there's a lot of packing in here. I don't
know if I stuck it in the magazine.
Well, all I'll say is great job packing this game. This is the kind of game that's hard to pick up. What am I talking about? Boom. Shock Alaka. Look at that. It's like super hard to get hold of this. What a guy.
And it has received the treatment too.
Oh man. Cut for my anyway. If you don't know what this is now. So this is the Grand Tactical Series, which I have gone back and forth on, and then this summer I had an amazing time playing in a campaign, 1-day campaign game, but with a bunch of guys online, and then we met in person at a little secret gaming cabal that Jeff was not invited to. I say these things, then he sends me these nice games. What a weird thing. Anyway, Grand Tactical Series is everything's a company level. Basically, I have the Greatest Day, which is the Commonwealth beaches, which is what we played. I have Mercury, No Question of Surrender, which is some weird attack on a fort. Operation Mercury, Crete, of course. And then Counter-Strike, which is a magazine game they just came out with. So if you're interested at all, it's a great way to start. It's an interesting little battle. Saar Valley, I think. World War II, of course, they're all World War II. 1944. And it's got a magazine. It's got some articles. And it's a nice little intro to the game. Kind of like Sicily 2 of the magazine game and all that. Where Eagles Dare is the American Airborne side of things. Well, Hell's Highway and 101st. I think the 82nd is a part of the Devil's Cauldron, I think.
Right. With the British.
This is 30 Corps and going up probably up to the edge of wherever the 101st ended their stuff. Now, I've heard this of all of the three big, huge box games has the fewest scenarios. This also uses the 1.1 rules. So there's a little bit differences than the Mercury Counter-Strike, and the Greatest Day. But it's quite large. There's no way I can play this whole thing here. I hope I'm not dumping everything over in there. I should probably check it first. There's no way I can play it all because there's a ton of maps here. I was going to probably, oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at that. All counter clipped and everything. That is awesome.
And dice. I left the dice in there.
Look at you. Oh my. Oh no, that's cracked. Oh no, we have crackage.
That's why I put the dice there.
Right. No, that's all good. Anyway, very cool. Thank you, sir. And then what do we got here? Some extra units. Jeff's little blue signature blue box here. I don't know what we got here. Just more units.
I like those little things. I think the big one is just all the damn informational markers, isn't it?
No, there's troops in there.
All right.
So it's actually a very kind of a fragile box, but so anyway, here it is. I'm not going to do there's a huge unboxing of it, but it's pretty cool. Exclusive rules. I think there's like 8 scenarios in here, where the other one started to come with a lot more scenarios. It's got a ton of, that's one challenge with this game. There's a lot of side things. So you've got these charts you got to have on the side.
Yeah, Steve, GTS is up your alley. Not quite Goss, but not far from it.
Yeah, no, it's certainly not Goss, and not even close. So these are command points and dispatch points and all that stuff you have to keep track of. These would actually be worth magnetizing and setting up on a wall, especially with my limited space I have. So just a bunch of extra printed stuff, all the probably scenarios and the updated rules and all that. Here we go. Here's the 101st Airborne. So each is a division. And what you're keeping track of here is kind of what you're able to do as far as to do extra things, like to do an extra movement or an extra fire or whatever. You pay a point. Sometimes it depends on the chit that's pulled. It's a chit pull game. And then you can also use these to buy your formation markers to go in there so they can do more things. I don't even know what, like all this stuff is here on the bottom. I've never played a game with that stuff on there. But the maps are really cool. I just like the look of them.
Definitely different. It just doesn't strike me as the standard MMP technique for map making.
Oh, not at all. No, it's quite unusual for them. So 1, 2, and look at the maps. I mean, they're huge just in themselves. Kind of a very thick map paper, which I like a lot. So here's Eindhoven. Look at that. Oh. Love it. What can you see there? Oh, yeah.
5 maps in that one. Jesus.
How many is it?
5?
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, I won't even fit on this table.
Yeah, not a chance.
I mean, they won't even fit width-wise here along this way, but there might be a scenario that plays just on this map or one of the maps like this, which I can play. But I do have a 6x4, that'll fit If I can measure it here.
I think the 30 core breakout would be a good scenario for that one.
Might fit 3 of the maps, but I do have an extension to make it an 8x4 map or board too. What's that, Jeff?
I said, I bet you the 30 core breakout would be a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I hear it's super challenging to do the 30 core breakout in this system.
Who made the map?
Right, a variety of things, but so you might be asking, like, well, what are you going to do about Arnhem and 82nd? Well, I've got that on order with MMP. What they're doing is I don't know, maybe because I don't think they still have this, but it came out so long ago, and I've actually heard that I've had people say that don't play a lot of GTS, but they like the way GTS plays Arnhem a lot. They really think it plays that. It's like one of the best games at that. Well, first of all, you don't have very many games at company scale, really. That's kind of a rare. So like they're usually like battalion size, like Holland 44, or I think like Decision Games. Are those what's Highway to the Reich? Are those companies or are they battalion?
Yeah, Highway to the Reich. Both versions are companies.
Okay, all right. Well, so there you got that. But that all comes in one box. Anyway, so Devil's Cauldron, they are reprinted, and it is on order. I've got it on order. I've also got Utah Beach on order, which that's a $250 game.
Well, who's the map artist on this one?
Good question. Let's see.
Somebody's asking.
Here's the box. It's kind of a lot of cool information here. This is Colonel Robert Sink. So it doesn't look like it says there.
Right.
Well, Scooby's the artist.
Oh, really? Just really?
Nicholas, yeah.
But this is a Starkweather game, right?
Yes. So
Sink is Dale Dye's character in Band of Brothers.
What's that?
Sink, the Colonel on the back of the box here, that's Dale Dye's character.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay, so what was I going to say? So if you were just on Chris's channel, he talked about playing Montelamar. Well, so that's called the CSS company scale system. So what happened is Adam left or whatever happened. Anyway, he's no longer with MMP. That's now under different hands with MMP, who's handling GTS. Then he went to the Compass and made CSS, which is essentially the same thing, but he made some refinements, some which sound good, and there are some things that maybe weren't quite. But there are some things I think, like he simplified Assault. I think he simplified the counters a little bit. There's a lot of information on these counters. So there's some cool things he did. So Chris has got that game. They mainly have Pacific games. There's one East Front game. They're coming out with they have a newer Folded Gap one or something. But it's a complex system, so I can understand why Chris was having a little bit of a challenge with it. So this is so close. I figure I'll try to learn that game and have Chris over and we'll play it. So
yeah, these aren't starter games.
No, not at all. I mean, you can certainly learn it. Get that Counter Strike game. It's one map. There's Vulcan's Old. I'm looking for something specific here. Joe's Bridge. So it's Song.
Joe Vandalore. Huh.
What's that?
Joe Vandalore, the Irish Guards. Michael Caine played his character. Bridge Too Far.
So anyway, so there's CSS. Anyway, there you go. That side. So you can see there's 5 maps. Fun stuff. So cool.
It is. They are.
The cool thing about this game series, everybody, and I don't think you're gonna be able to see it because I'm shaking and moving, but so you can see it's got all kinds of terrain, water, trees, just like anything, forests, orchards. Well, it's a company scale, so you don't have to really worry too much about line of sight, but you do because some things have a ranges of like 3 or 4, so you can shoot out somebody. And also, so each hex has a center dot, like many tactical games has a center dot, but the center dot tells you what the terrain is. So you don't have to worry about does it cross a tree or does it cross a building or a village. No, the whole hex is the village. So like if it's brown, it's a town. If it's, I don't know, with white, it's clear. If it's yellow, it's probably an orchard. Green is a forest, and they pretty much make logic sense. So there's a blue in here, it's probably like a swamp or something, or marsh. So that there's no question that I haven't seen very many games that do that. So it's pretty cool. But because if you zoom in, it can probably be a variety of terrain. If you zoom out, well, it's not quite as important. It's more just you can tell by that drawing. So Jeff, thank you very much. That's awesome. Now, hopefully, you got something nice in exchange. But
Walt, I did, yeah. Walt wants to know what he thought of the GTS briefings magazine, Counter-Strike.
I liked it. Some of the articles were written quite a while ago, but I think it's all still relevant. I could show it if he wants to see it real quick. I mean, again, there's been some unboxings and stuff, so. Pardon me. Okay. I did put. It says like there's maybe tweezers in here. Now it's a magazine game. I put it in this box just because did so. Zoop. So 4th armored. Tweezers don't come with it. So I've printed the 2.0 rules. So basically, there's 1.1 that you use for 3 of the games, and 2.0 everything else. So
he has the game. He just wondered what you thought of it.
Oh, so sorry. I only played just a little bit of turn 1 with the guy at his house, and then I had to go, so we stopped. But no, I liked it. I mean, it's a fun. It's a unique situation. It's nice and small, which is cool. Everything's on the map, so those count. Again, this since you have it, but it's for everyone else's benefit. But all those charts and stuff are on. I almost think they could make those they make them a little smaller, so they took up less room. I guess you could do that yourself, but same concept. No, I enjoyed it. I think it's got some interesting thing. It's got some interesting line of sight things that's very restrictive. Like you can only see past one crest side. So like you can't even see over here, like from crest second elevation to second elevation. I'm guessing because the area must be very hilly and lots of rolling hills and stuff. So you can really just sneak around.
Is this Patton?
Yeah.
The bulge. Yeah, the terrain.
Oh no, not bulge.
Well, it's got Panzerlehr.
4th Panzer Division, 4th Armored Division along the Saar.
Oh, that's even later. Okay.
Yeah. I think November of 44. It's before.
Oh, before.
Yeah. Anyway, good stuff. Not as pretty. I mean, they're rounded, but not as pretty as Jeff's. So anyway, yeah, it's cool. So that's another. This I would recommend if you have any interest at all. And maybe find someone that can walk you through it. I think they do have a Vassal mod now for this one. The Vassal mods for the other ones, I don't know if they have this one out yet, is really good. The Vassal mod is
like Chris said,
because there's a lot of modifiers and stuff, and it just does a lot of that math for you. Although once you start playing, it's not really that tough.
Let Chris in.
And that's coming from me.
Am I muted?
Wait, did I mute?
No, let Chris in.
Oh. Shoot, how long has he been there?
I don't know.
What's up, man?
Hi, guys.
How long you been here? The whole time?
No.
Okay. Actually, so that's what I got.
Yeah, you just missed it all, Chris.
That's okay.
Glad you came by. So anyways, that's what I got from Jeffy and from the purchaser or buyer, seller, I guess. Let's get that right. Good stuff. Thank you, Jeff, for that nice little exchange there. Hopefully you got something equivalent you're happy with.
Oh yeah, quite.
Did you unbox that or not really? Probably not.
No, I haven't unboxed any of them. I mean, you sent me 3 shipments.
Beep, beep. Your shipments here, sir.
The last one was Desert Heat.
Oh yeah, Desert Heat. Yeah. So anyway, that's that. Everybody, you can see good unboxings of all those games if you really want to see detailed stuff. But I just was so excited to get them, and I think I got them a day early. I think they were supposed to get here. I got both early. The plan is here is I still have no question of surrender, and I have the greatest day. And Todd has either has or has pre-order on all the rest of them. In a year, I'll have them. So they'll find their way to me.
and there'll be something else I have that he'll want. So
That's hurtful. It's really hurtful.
just the trade program. Keeping it,
We either call it's either a lease program or a trade program, kind of a rotating inventory system we have.
Yeah.
There are some though that Jeff will not trade.
There's a couple. Well, we know there's one for sure that ain't coming that way. So
No, there's
two
a,
if you throw in its sister.
So anyway, thanks all for popping on. I know it's kind of I guess it wasn't totally. It's not, for me, it was long notice. I usually just pop on, so I appreciate you guys coming on. And I know a lot of you came over from Chris's channel, which I appreciate. Thanks, Steve. You jumping on? Vassal me, boy. Oh yeah, we're gonna vassal. Purple. I love the Goss maps. I think Goss is a great looking game. I would love. I like the idea of playing that game.
If you had any.
if I had it anymore. But even if I had it, anyway, I think Goss seems like it. So Steve, LBW Steve Mall, who's gone, he said he'll walk me through it, and I'm like, okay. So he'll walk me through it. We'll play some. Maybe we'll get Jeff on there. I know Jeff's interested in it, but it's just a lot. It's like a lot to learn. And he really wants it to go east front, but I don't think there's any plans for that for a while.
Oh, they talked about it, but nobody's put any pinpoints on anything.
So there's going to be a Goss Market Garden game, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I think the Goss on East Front could be endless.
Yeah, I don't even know where that's almost just overwhelming. I don't even know how that's the kind of game I don't even know. Like, how do you even start researching that? I mean, it's just so.
GTS could be, BCS could be, any of them could be.
Yeah, well, no, I know. I don't even know how you go about researching a game like Goss. I just think it'd take a million years to come out with a module. See him anymore, man. Thanks for not coming on my channel.
Yeah, Brian. He said he didn't have any hex encounter input, even though he's playing one right now.
Well, you have to. I mean, you don't have to have any input. Anyway, so what's Charles say here? Yep, I know you're been more focused on the solitaire or 2-player games that are norm. Anymore? Yeah, no more Bulge, North Africa, Normandy games for Charles. He's got enough of that. You gotta fill up that table with your hundreds of orcs. So anyway, I don't think I'm expecting. Oh, I am expecting one more thing that I ordered, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. So,
wait, is it something we all ordered, or
no? Oh no, that is true. I do have some pre-order stuff. This is the last used one I'll buy for a little while, but I say that confidently. No, we got some pre-order stuff coming in. We got Ardennes 2. We're waiting for him to get that new play aid.
Yep.
And I know we'll definitely be playing that on our channels in December, guaranteed.
Yeah. No doubt. Yes, yeah, no doubt about that. Since we're lucky, this is only August. We got time.
So that's cool. How many maps is Ardennes 2? Is it 2?
I think so.
Yep. McMurray and I will be out there in his garage, and it's December.
Yeah, awaiting victory.
Wool coating. Yeah, while we finish Victory Awaits. Hitler's last late gamble. When we play it in July of next year. So what else are we waiting for? I'm waiting for the the GTSs, but that's gonna be I think Utah's coming out this year.
I think I think I still have my Battle of Normandy pre-ordered.
Yeah, I got
Ardennes 2, and I have the new Gettysburg 3-Dog on pre-order.
Oh, you didn't get the sword and bayonets or bayonet and sword?
Oh yeah, no, I got that. Yeah, the little demo one. What was I thinking about doing though?
Yeah, so I do have that one. Those last two we mentioned are Great Battles of American Civil War. I'm mainly buying bayonet and sword to support Stigler.
Oh, I've been thinking about.
I don't know if I'm going to play that.
Musket and Pike, buying the newer version of that.
Oh, okay.
And I need to get my hands on Revolution's newest Herman Luttman Blind Swords game. So.
Oh, the easier one?
The Perryville one.
Oh yeah.
That's the latest one. Well, he's not the designer, but the system is his.
So the two GTS games, one of which will come out this year, Ardennes 2. And
neither one of us have OCS Crimea on pre-order, do we?
No, I don't have any OCS.
I'm going to end up getting it eventually.
The only OCS I'm going to get the next that I'm aware of will be the cross-channel attack. That'll be next year probably before that's even. I have no idea. I have not heard, but
this time 2 years ago, we were waylaid with freaking pre-orders.
Mm-hmm. There is an ASL. They may have a couple pre-orders pop up that I might tap into. Like they should have that bridge one, I think, for starter kit coming out soon or this year, I think.
Yeah, I want to keep up with the starter kit ones.
Actually, I don't know if that's going to come out. But then they do have a magazine coming out that's got a couple scenarios, and it's got something that might have some interesting articles in it. But this is the one with the Gettysburg game.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what that thing's all about.
Maybe I buy it and give McMurray the Gettysburg game and
let him play it.
And then I'll keep the scenarios and
so I can see whether or not I want to get my hands on it.
Yeah, I know. That's $38 I could use for something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Thanks everybody. Appreciate it. Chris, Chris, thanks a lot for popping on.
Sure.
Appreciate the input. Your wisdom on hex encounter is amazing. Yeah. Oh, that'll be another thing I'm getting in the house this year, but not for keeps, just for use, as we talked about. So I did talk about earlier, Chris, playing the CSS and learning that so we can play that. So, which is what that last game was. It was the GTS game. So, which is the grandfather, mother, uncle, aunt of the CSS.
Real quickly before y'all cut out. Good lightweight Ardennes game, bulge game.
Well, I mean, the SCS one we're getting ready to get is going to be, that's not too hard.
I mean, I would say the Bastogne version is probably going to be easier than Ardennes.
Or getting Murray to send you his Avalon Hill out of the bulge.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's really easy.
Yeah, super easy.
And been played to death. So,
yeah.
See you, Mike.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm going to bed. It's midnight, so.
All right, we'll see you, man. I'd say that those two, Battle of the Bulge, Bastogne.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, awesome. Thanks, everybody, for popping on. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, everybody. I'll talk to you.
Ya.
Bye.
Bye.